Hello, magical gangsters. How we doing today? Welcome to another edition of Gangster Magician Tarot, where I will be your host, the Gangster Magician himself. Okay, so let's get a read going on here. Let's do our little ritualistic stuff here. So first we'll get Archangel Michael involved in this situation. He says I want to get involved. It's time for me to come around. I said, okay, here you go, brother. Need the love. Okay, of course we need the love. That's what we're here for, aren't we? Is that what we're here for? The love, I believe. It's all that matters at the end of the day, correct? Got our, trusty pyrite and our trusty smoky quartz. This is for our solar plexus, because these demons, they like to attack our solar plexus. They like to come for our confidence. They want to take the confidence from us, but that's not going to happen, because whenever they send anything negative to us, we're going to transmute it. Okay, with this trusty piece of smoky quartz. Okay, it was given to us by a master wizard. So just know this is means a lot to us. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So let's get these cards selenited so we can get the good read. I got a new deck actually. It's I'm gonna use that after though. I'm gonna but it's like I think it's a Zodiac tarot though. But it's got, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I gotta look at it a little better. See what happens. I like to throw Zodiac stuff in here, you know what I mean? I like to make that part of the show. So it is what it is. You always tried new things. Doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. Sometimes I forget the symbols though. I mean I know them, but sometimes I'll look, wait a second, is that but whatever. Maybe I'll have to study my symbols. That's perhaps what I'll do. Maybe I'll study. I'll make flashcards. Knew a lot more though. Alright, so let's get the overall energy. I guess we have a bunch of probably people that are, in regret and remorse because they passed on you and, picked somebody else, and then they wanted to try to destroy you because they didn't want it. They wanted to justify their decision, okay? And they just kept getting better and worse, and they made things worse and worse for themselves because of their bad decision, and now they're gonna lose everything because the FBI is involved. They're gonna come see them. They're gonna see what they're doing. They know they're doing illegal stuff. They're gonna go to jail, and it's all the same because they could have just been with you and, had a nice life. But now they gotta lose everything and go to jail because they wanted to be a big shot. Oh well. See you when we see you. That's all we got to say. We have no sympathy for you. Okay, so let's get the overall energy here, because we don't care. We do not care about people who do not care about us. You must understand. And if you think that that's cold-blooded, then, oh well. We don't care, karmic energy. We don't care what you think. You're nothing to us. So let's get the party started. What's going on? What's the overall energy? Of course it is. Of course it is. So you know what you're dealing with right now. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, believe that. Okay, so this is somebody who is, could be your copycat. This could be a matriarch. This could be a sister. This could be anybody. But just know this is a very angry feminine energy, okay, that is very angry karmic feminine energy that does not approve of, how you are right now. They want you to stay. They didn't expect you to come back. They're saying the fact that you came back right now is really making them angry right now. They're coming off over emotional, okay? They're very bitchy and cold-hearted, it says. Cruel and bitter this person can be. Very, very disturbed person. That's all I can say about them. Okay, and you know why they're so disturbed? Because of you. Because you're a wish come true, Nine of Cups. Okay, because everybody sees who the real one is here. Everybody knows who the one is who brings the fun. And that is you, because you are the sun. Because this all revolves around you. It all revolves around your energy. Your energy is what powers this whole thing. These people thought that they could use you as a generator or something. Like they were just gonna, you were gonna make them have the great life while you live this terrible. No, them days are over now, okay? And we have no pity for anybody who was involved with this at all, okay? Because we're gonna watch you. We're gonna watch you go through what you wanted us to go through, okay? And you're gonna go through it 10 times worse, okay? Because me and my banjical gangsters, we're not taking shit no more. We've had it. The time for games is over. And now you're gonna pay, Queen of Swords in reverse. Now you're gonna pay, and you're gonna pay And you're going to take your own self out. We want to make you walk the plank now. Now go walk the plank. Okay, you can't leave until you jump in there. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait till you walk the plank. Okay, you know who else is going to help you and kick you right in your ass, right in the fucking off the plank? Our King of Pentacles, that's who. Okay, because they've had enough of this Queen of Swords nonsense. They've had enough. They said, this is not what they're looking, this is not what they want in feminine energy. They said, this is a very, very, very unattractive feminine energy that feels like they're very bossy, trying to tell people what to do. They're blaming everybody for everything. Okay, this person, you know, this is an angry witch. That's all this is. Okay, and this King of Pentacles has had enough. There's a lot of these good masculine energies that have been, you know, these spell work has been put on these people because from these Queen of Swords, these Queen of Wands, these Empresses reversed, because that's how they were able to keep any type of control. This is a weak feminine energy. Okay, the same thing in the Emperor reverse, weak masculine energy. The way they stay on, you know, above things is by being evil. I mean, that's really the only way, because once you know, they know that that's the only way they can. So they do all these manipulation tactics. But guess what? In the age of Aquarius, that doesn't work anymore, brother. It does not work, okay? Because the Knight of Wands, all right, brother? Because the energy here is much different than it was in the age of Pisces, okay? It's much more intelligent, much more team-focused, okay? Much more passionate, okay? Much more inspired. You know, more adventurous over here. We're a fearless group of people. This, you know, the age of Aquarius. We're not like the little Pisces, the little bitches Pisces, okay? You know, it's all about, you know, spirituality and them, you know, hiding, you know, information from people and using it against us. It's Illuminatis and these jerk-off Mason people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these fucks are done. Eastern Stars, wherever the fuck they are, they're nothing now. They're Eastern fucking shit now. That's what you're gonna be, okay? Because they can't come up against you, okay? Because all of them together cannot defeat you, okay? Because now they're done and they know it. And the fact that you're able to destroy these people and know that you're able to destroy them makes these people terrified, okay? Because they needed you to remain in fear, okay? If you were feared of the situation where you were like scared that people would do, then you wouldn't work. But when you're just like, bring it, I don't give a fuck. I'm a magical gangster, for God's sakes. Come on, what you want to do? Let's go to war then. Okay, I got my 2 guns. Let's go. So just know that's exactly, you know, I got my, hold on, not my 2 guns. I have my trusty wand here, ready to go here, brother. I got my smoky quartz pyrite. We're ready, me and my magical gangsters. Okay, so believe me when I tell you, these people, they would not see you coming back like this. They said you were finished, they told us. They said they'll never come back from what we put them through. How could they? We destroyed them. We made them, you know, we isolated them. We made them lose the love of their life. We made them lose everything. We blackballed them. We stopped them from working. We made people think bad things about them. You know, we stole their energy. We projected negative onto them. We put our bad karma onto them. And how are they still here? You're still here, and they're doing better than they have ever been, is what they're saying about you right now. They don't understand. How are you doing this? How? Okay, we'll tell you. Hold on. That's telling. Relax. We're still in the middle of the story here. Okay, but just know, it's because my collective has great energy. That's why. Brother, that's why you can't stop them. Because if you could, you already would have. Okay, and that's how we know that we are the best in the business. Okay, my collective is the best. Nobody's better than my group. We're a group of death angels here. All right, we're the baddest. We're the baddest of the earth angels. That's what we are. Okay, so that's our department. All right, people are jealous of that too. They're jealous of our badness because we're cool. We're cool Earth angels. We're not the nerdy Earth angels. A lot of nerds out there, but we're the cooler ones. Trust me when I tell you, brother. Trust me when I tell you. And they're like that by design. It's designed to be that way because we have to protect those nerds. Okay, they help us. They give us the answers to the tests. We have to you know, help them. So just know this Queen of Swords in reverse. They're very angry now. Okay, they're very angry that you are the one who's going to be receiving. You know what they're going to be receiving? Nothing but a big bag of Ace of Cups in reverse. That's all they're getting. A big bag of balls in their mouth. Okay, that's all they're getting. This Queen of Swords in reverse because they're nothing. Okay, they got emotional loss here. They're very blocked off. Okay, whatever ideas they had or whatever creativity, that was only because of you. They were stealing that energy. The fact now is their intuition's completely blocked. They're coming off empty, and whatever repressed emotions are coming out. They're screaming. They're yelling at people. Perhaps they're yelling at this King of Pentacles. Who knows? But just understand, they're being clearly seen as an over-emotional bitch. Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? That is the worst. That is one of the worst energies you could imagine. Believe me when I tell you, okay? Because they know that you are the star of the show, okay? So this is King of Pentacles. And that's why everybody is trying to take your energy, or was trying to take your energy, okay? Because now you know exactly who you are, what you're capable of, and what you're meant to do, okay? You have found your purpose. These people needed you to not know what was going on. They needed you to, you know, believe that whatever this is, they want to gaslight you. They needed you to think you were crazy, and then they wanted you to kill yourself or something. This is basically all the demons can do to you at this time, all right? The only thing they can do to you is mess with your head and, you know, hope you could take yourself out. They cannot come near you. Nobody could come near you. Nobody could hurt you. There's going to be no freak accidents. There's going to be nobody who's going to attack you. No. Can't happen. They can't even come near you. They can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, you just laugh it off, and then that's how you defeat them, by just laughing it off. Smile and walk away. Believe me when I tell you, that's the best defense you'll ever have in your entire life, because they cannot handle it. They're narcissists, these demons. When you show you don't give a fuck, they just wither away. This is what they become. Queen of Swords in reverse. They start continuing to attack. That's why they'll continue. That's what I do to people, all right? When they continue to insult me or say stupid stuff, I just look at them and I say, oh, okay, thank you. Is everything okay with you? So, you having any little problems at home? You know, why you know, saying things like this to me? And I'll just walk away. And then they don't know what to say, because they're just like, what? And then they'll keep trying to call you more names. And then they'll even go to, like, try to get you in trouble. Oh, they're bothering me. But then, you know, people are watching all this, okay? Because then they have to watch, okay? This Queen of Swords Reverse said you were bothering them, okay? So now the fact is, so when they say that, it doesn't just happen. Before, maybe it just happened on their word now. Okay, now people are watching. They want to see if you really are doing this. Okay, and they're clearly seeing you're not. You know who really seeing you're not doing this? This King of Pentacles. All they see is this Queen of Swords being antagonistic, being the one attacking you, saying you're that. And they're being seen for this, and they're being called out on it. Okay, they're being called out on why they're doing this. And this is how they're responding, Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, because you're all the one who's got the star energy. Everybody knows it now. They may have not known it in the past, but they do now. That is for sure. Trust me when I tell you. They did this for you. This was all done to make you the best version of yourself. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody does. It doesn't make a difference, okay? Because it's all happened for a reason, okay? And it's all happened to show this King of Pentacles in reverse just how 10 of Cups in reverse, terrible the atmosphere is around this Queen of Swords in reverse character, okay? All there is over there, look at this. Ace of Cups in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in the upright. All that tells me is that your King of Pentacles is awake and ready to go here. I believe that they were this entire time. I believe they knew exactly what they were doing this whole time. I really do. Okay, at the end of the day, I do. I don't know if you do. That's up to you. You believe it. I believe that they knew that they had to do all this stuff. I believe they had information that they knew ahead of time that was designed for them to know that they had to go through this nonsense, okay? Believe me when I tell you, because this is what they had to see. Just how evil these people are, because it's only you can say the right words, okay? We're doing what we're doing. So we tell people, oh, well, you know, so-and-so, they're a witch, blah, blah, blah. All right, you know, you could see the signs of it, but it's difficult just to be like, oh, well, I'm going to believe what this one says and just go. You have to go with the flow and see it for yourself, okay? This King of Pentacles, they knew that these people were what they were, but they never seen it firsthand, okay? So they could not just like up and leave their family or like their business, and just because they had a, you know, an inkling that, you know, you were telling them that this people were bad, okay? They didn't have the same intuition as you, okay? They didn't have as strong, okay? So they had to, you know, go through this to see themselves. That's why they had to remove you from the situation. You had to be removed, and this is all God's work too. This is not like, you have to understand. You had to be removed from the situation, because then these people, this King of Pentacles, will see just how far these people would go to keep you from them and what they would do. Okay, so these people, what they're doing right now in this sense, and this is not just happening with you, it's happening with like all parts of like you and everything around you. Anybody who's a demon is showing themselves in small ways. It's becoming very, very, very noticeable now. Okay, now I'm not saying they're turning into fucking demons and stuff, but you could see the way they're talking, the way they're acting. They're louder. They want more attention drawn to them. Okay, they're trying to draw attention away from you. They'll be over there bad mouthing you. But people are seeing clearly that this is bullshit. Okay, people clearly see you're in the Four of Swords, that you're resting, relaxing over here. You're not out here doing what this person says you're doing, this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to say you are a Queen of Swords in reverse. But all people see is you as a person of temperance, okay? They all, and I'm talking like good people. This isn't just red. They're trying to get good people to go against you, okay? And people have already seen who you are. You've already, listen, you gotta understand this, okay? They said you were one thing however long ago it was for you. It could have been 5 years, couple months, whatever it is, whatever your timeline is. But, okay, people may have believed that then, okay? People may have believed it before. They may have not even looked into anything, okay? They may have even joined in with these people to go against you, okay? But nobody's seen you getting back up. Yeah, they knocked you down. So it was a bunch of bullies who knocked you down, and as a nerd, thinking that you weren't going to get back up. But the fact of the matter is you did get back up, okay? And you said, you don't bother me. And you got back up, you wiped it off, and you kept going. So then they kept going after you, coming after you to knock in. You just kept walking and going, because you know you don't have to roll around in the mud. What's going to happen fighting a whole group of people if you're rolling around in the mud with them? You know you're going to lose. The best way to do it is keep walking away, because now they see, they're like, wow, we can't even get this. This is really what gets their goat, okay? This is really what gets them. And then by the more they attack you, the more you walk away, and the more they continue to attack you, people see that. Okay, and then that really turns people off, and it really actually brings the empathy goes to you. People say, wow, look at this person's collective, the five feminists not bothering nobody. Or look at them, they're so beautiful, they're awesome, we love them. Look how nice, the great attitude. Then people start to see you for who you really are. They may have never even seen who you were unless these people didn't do this. It's all because you're resting and relaxing. You're not out there rolling around in the mud. Tell people, do what you gotta do. If that makes you happy, do what you do. Fuck them, right? Who cares? Who are they? That's all. Who the fuck are they? We tell them. Who are you? You ain't nobody, Queen of Swords reverse. You're nothing. You're a wannabe. That's all you are. You know it. If you could do something to us, you would do it. You can't fuck with the magical gangsters of the world, okay? You wish you could be a magical gangster. Alright, so if you come on my page and you want to watch karmic energy, just know you can't fuck with none of my magical gangsters on here, because we will throw you in a box, chop you in half, and make you disappear, okay, brother? Show everybody what the snake's gone, okay? And then we pull a rabbit out of the hat, and we send everybody home happy, and we say, this is what we got now. We got cute little rabbits now. No more of these snakes. No more of them. That's what's going to happen. Okay, and that's why these people are going to be isolated, Hermit in reverse. Okay, this Queen of Swords in reverse is very isolated. They're withdrawn. They're going to probably have to resign from their job if they have one. Okay, they lost their way here. I mean, they're done. Whatever they were saying is not working. Nobody's listening. Nobody's paying attention. People are walking away from this person. Look at this. 10 of Cups in reverse. That's shattered dreams, brother. That is a disconnection. That's disharmony, broken family, misguided values, struggling relationships. Not to mention an Ace of Cups in reverse, emotional loss, this is what they wanted for you. Okay? This is what they wanted. This is exactly, look at this. This Queen of Swords in reverse, exactly what they wanted for you was for you to be isolated and withdrawn, Hermit in reverse, all in your head, all upset, all alone, lost your way, maybe in jail. I mean, this is what they wanted, Hermit in reverse, okay? They wanted you to experience this Ace of Cups, the emotional loss of knowing that you lost your, your counterpart, that you lost your way with them, and, you just were going to go crazy. And the fact is that your shattered dreams, 10 of Cups in reverse, that you have to watch this Queen of Swords in reverse, live your life. This is what they wanted for you, okay? And this is exactly what they're getting for themselves, but by 10 is what they're going to get. This is going to be so devastating for this person that there's no way they will survive this, okay? Because this King of Pentacles wants the Six of Cups with you. They know the unconditional love lies with you. They know on this side, all this is conditional. All it is what can you do for me? You know what I mean? It's a one-sided charity. There's no love here. Okay, 10 of Cups in reverse and Ace of Cups in reverse tells you everything you need to know. Mixed with the Hermit in reverse, that even makes it worse. Okay, so this male means somebody who's all alone with no love, being like, and they're a very over emotional Queen of Swords. This is a recipe This is an emotional recipe for disaster. This is somebody who may do something very dangerous, okay? But all it's going to do is destroy themselves. This may be for somebody who tries to, pay somebody to kill you. I'm just telling you, this is really what or somebody's going to try to poison you or something like that. I believe this is what this Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to do. They feel that the only way now is to take you out, is for them to come back, but they can't get to you. So they're going to have to they're going to take a real chance here. Okay, but you're 6 of Cups. You got the unconditional love here. King of Pentacles is watching. They know what's going on. King of Wands is watching. King of Swords. You got three very, very powerful energies watching over you, especially the King of Swords, and they see everything. So they're not going to, this ain't going to work for these people. Come on, you think you're going to get away with this? Especially with this King of Pentacles in the upright? No. Not going to happen, brother. Not going to happen. Okay, 2 of Wands in reverse, because whatever fear of change this Queen of Swords in reverse has, which is going to be whatever lifestyle that they were used to living, that's all done, okay? The fear of the unknown, playing it safe. They thought that they were going to, keep this King of Pentacles stuck, okay, while you were going to be, in this 10 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse atmosphere. But no. That is what this Queen of Swords is going through, okay? Because the Chariot is here, movement is here, okay? You are moving to the next level. This King of Pentacles is going to pick you up in this Chariot, and you guys are going to go straight to the penthouse, brother. You are like the Jeffersons now, brother. You are moving on up. Trust me when I tell you. And you know who's moving on down? This Queen of Swords in reverse. They're moving all the way down, back to hell, to never be seen or heard from again, because that is what they chose for themselves. Okay, they discarded and threw away whatever blessing that was meant for them, and decided that they were going to try to take yours instead, okay? And they feel they didn't like theirs. They weren't happy with their blessing. They wanted yours, they said. So, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Don't work that way anymore. Especially in this age of Aquarius we have here. Nobody comes here and takes what's meant for us and thinks they're going to get away with it, okay? Because when we catch you, there's a good chance you're going to get thrown in a box, chopped in half, and made to disappear and sent back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, brother. So don't touch what's ours, okay? That's what we tell these people, and that is why we have our Chariot here, brother. And our Chariot is a nice vehicle, brother. It is on point. We have a Range Rover coming to pick us up right now in this luxury vehicle. I don't know, maybe not, who cares? But who cares? As long as it's a Chariot, okay? You can come in with a horse. We'll ride a horse and buggy into town. Say, hey, we're here to take over. Who's in charge here? Not anymore, you're not, we tell them. Not anymore. Okay, because we are the ones now. Okay, you know why we're the ones who are in charge of this situation? Because you're 9 of Wands, that's why. Because you're brave and you're courageous, you took your stand, and you said, nobody's gonna fuck with us. Nobody. We're magical gangsters, for God's sakes. We didn't become magical gangsters by accident, okay? We are made men in the 5D, all of us, okay? We have our own crew. All right, trust me when I tell you, we're one of the most valuable crews in all of, the 5D. We're the crew that, they go to take care of the demons, okay? That's our crew, okay? We're the demon slayers, okay? We're we're not the ones, the business side of it. We're the roughneck, blue collar part. We come out, we do the dirty work, okay? I mean, come on. You gotta have people to take care of these demons. You can't be all them being all prissy and this. You have to have death angels like ourselves that are very brave and courageous and do the right thing too. That is what's most important, because also remember, you are a 9 of Pentacles, okay? This King of Pentacles knows that you are viewed that way. You are reaping the fruits of your labor. You are almost there. This King of Pentacles has an Ace of Pentacles for you, and that is going to create that 10 of Pentacles, okay? And then remember, this King of Pentacles also is a King of Cups, so they're going to bring an Ace of Cups too. So you will build your foundation on this 10 of Cups. That will build this, 10 of Pentacles, because of the bravery that you had to the situation, okay? 9 of Wands. If you just, went with what these people were trying to say you were, and you just gave up, then no, this wouldn't be happening. Then this King of Pentacles wouldn't be seeing you for who you really are, okay? Now, they knew who you were, but this is what you had to do. You had to really wow these people. Like, you are the peacock, okay? You're the peacock that, there's two. The King of Pentacles, they're like the plain one. But you're the one that has all the feathers, brother. That is why everybody wants to take this from us. That's why the divine feminine is the one. We are the one everyone comes to see. We are the hero. Okay, we are not the we're the one who we're the performer of the bunch. Okay, and this is what even gets your DM jealous. Okay, that's why they go against you, because then they have these Queen of Swords reverses get in their ears and they say, oh, don't go listen to them, they're just trying to take everything, look at them, they're becoming the best version of themselves. You're not, nothing's happening for you, nothing. Blah, blah. So they get this King of Pentacles then starts to believe that you are, you know, siphoning their energy, when realistically that's not even true, because they are feeling the best they ever felt. Okay, they just not becoming as good as you as quick. Okay, so this gets this King of Pentacles, maybe you got them a little upset. Maybe this Queen of Swords was able to, you know, turn them a little bit. Maybe when they were in the King of Cups, got them in this King of Cups in reverse energy. Maybe in the King of Pentacles, greedy and, you know, not completely where they were supposed to be. Now this had to happen, okay, because it's not difficult to go to somebody and get in their ear, especially when they have other people that are saying really other negative things about you, saying that you're, you know, you're using this person, that you're, you know, you don't care about them, and blah blah blah, you're no good, you're from the other side of the tracks, you're only going to bring them down, that they can, then this person, this Queen of Swords, is trying to come off like a queen. Oh, I think you're the great, like telling this person everything they want to hear, you know. And, you know, you never told this person what they wanted to hear, okay? You told this person what they needed to hear, okay? And that is why people go against the divine feminine, because they don't want to hear what they were supposed to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear. They want to hear how great they are. They want to hear that they're this, they're that, they're everything. They don't want to hear you telling them, oh, well, you can work on this, or this is. They don't want to hear that. That they consider you their enemy now. But that only makes them weak, because what you are is really helping, okay? That's them being insecure with themselves, having an ego, not willing to listen to constructive criticism like you do, okay? You are willing to listen. Somebody comes to you and says, hey, collective, divine feminine, I think maybe, you know, you could work on this. Now, you may not have to, but at the same time, you'll respond as, okay, I'll take a look at it. Perhaps maybe you won't. Perhaps you will. And maybe you will look at it and say, wow, I could maybe do that. It's be like somebody coming to me would be, oh, listen, Gangster, I need you to, you know, I think if you did this with your video, blah, 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 then this would make it better. Now, I could look at that too, as I could say, who the fuck are you? You ain't gonna tell me. But I wouldn't do that. But that's the way this, you know, at this time, this DM was acting, okay? But you will say, okay, that sounds like a plan. All right, let me look at that. Let me see how I could incorporate that, and maybe, like, we'll work. If I can, then yeah, definitely. But if not, then I'll show you why I can't incorporate it, and perhaps maybe we could come to a mutual agreement as to what would work for all of us. That is how you're supposed to respond. But at the time, that's when you don't have an ego, though, or you have this, you know what I mean, when you already killed your ego. This King of Pentacles still had an ego. They still may have an ego right now, but at the end of the day is you destroyed their ego, okay? Because they know this Queen of Swords is exactly, this is weak feminine energy. That's all this is. And these energies are seeing it no more. They don't want it, like these fucking jerk off feminine energies. They did these Queen of Wands reverses. They made the feminine energy weaker because of how they did to the King of Pentacles. They made it to, oh, we need you to come save us. You need us to do this. See, us, we never needed nobody to come save us, okay? This is how they stay in control of this masculine energy, okay? They were trying to set you in situations to where you were going to need them, and you just never, ever, ever let it happen. They wanted to come save you, is really what this person wanted to do, and then have you pretty much be indebted to them forever. They wanted to control you. That's exactly what this King of Pentacles was wanting to do at the time. Not now, but then this is when they probably were King of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, they were. I mean, it wasn't their fault. That's what they were made. That's what the environment they grew up. What do you expect? I mean, you weren't perfect all the time. So, but just remember, this person at one time, you know, may have been trying to like set you up to fail just so they could come in there to set. It's almost like, like having you get fired from your job or something, like trying to get you fired, but then like wanting you to like, you know, go down the tubes where you need it, and then this person was going to like come out of nowhere and be like, oh, I'll save you, and then like you were just going to be like indebted. This is what their plan was, okay? But the fact is that that was never going to work, okay? Because you're not going to do that. This is why this person now sees you for the real feminine, divine feminine energy, the one that doesn't need nobody, the Nine of Pentacles that you are. You don't need no motherfucker. We don't care. We detached from this person already. You're already detached. Okay, now this is waking them up, all right? This King of Pentacles, they may lose everything, okay? But they don't really care because they're in the upright, okay? Because they know that just bringing in this Ace of Cups is all you need, okay? Because you are able to create whatever you want, and this person will, you know, come for the ride if they're willing to do the right thing, if they're willing to sacrifice, okay? They have to sacrifice, and they thought that you were the one thing that they were going to sacrifice. No, no, no. They need to sacrifice all this, all the other stuff that they came with. They cannot come, say this person has a business with these people or any type of family type. They cannot, they have to be completely cut off from those people before they could even interact with you. And they're aware of that. And they're working on that. That's why, okay, this is what they say, okay, the reason why is because this is the only way what they had did in the past to you. This was the only way that they could destroy all these people and get them out of here. They would never would have been got away from us. They said they would have been stuck there forever. These people would have, they would never gave up. They would have never, you would have never been happy, and it would have all had to happen anyway. It would have all happened eventually, maybe 20 years now down the road, if they just went and said, oh, I'm going to be with you now. And just, you know, try to leave these people behind without allowing them to expose themselves. Hope that makes sense, okay? Because you are the Nine of Pentacles. You do not need them. They wanted you to need them. Nine of Wands, you're too brave for that, okay? And whatever, they seen what they want in a feminine energy straight up now, okay? Nobody wants this old way, this fucking weak feminine energy. It's they want an equal now. Why would you want to? Well, what's the point? And it's, listen, maybe in the age of Pisces because it's individual, but in the age of Aquarius, why would you want somebody to be weaker than a partner to be weaker just so you could control them? Think about that. I want you to think about that. That's a lot of these people do. They try to get their feminine on drugs or something so they can control them, or they try to, you know, say, oh, I'll pay for everything, so then, you know, it keeps them stuck in that situation where they have to rely on them. This is what a lot of King of Pentacles in reverse type people, they like to do that, okay? Now, they don't always do it the right way. They do that because they want to control. They want to be in control. But the fact is that they will never, ever, in a million years, control you, okay? That is what the Emperor in Reverse's philosophy is, but not Divine Masculine does not think that way, okay? And when they are awake, they know exactly who you are. Okay, and that is why at Ten of Wands that, you know, people, they feel like they're doing it all. Okay, this is Queen of Swords now. They feel like they're carrying the burden. They thought you were supposed to be the one carrying the burden here. That's what they said. Okay, but they're coming off over emotionally bitchy and cruel, and you're coming off stoic and graceful, brave, courageous, and as a Nine of Pentacles, and they're, you know, Ten of Wands carrying the load here, trying their best to like hold on, like they're almost like. It's like screaming, crying, pointing at you, and you're just like, what? I don't know this person. I don't know what they're talking about. Is there any, what is this? And then they have like a ton of evidence that this person's attacking you and you're doing nothing. It's like, it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. I mean, people are really looking at it as like ridiculous. You know who really is? This King of Pentacles is really looking at it because they needed to see it firsthand. They needed to, you know, see this Four of Cups firsthand with these people. They needed to, you know, they're done. It's over. It's over. They're walking away. They don't want to be bothered with this. Who would want to be around this? Ace of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups. Ten of Cups in reverse. Hermit in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is what this King of Pentacles. This is what, and then you have, and then listen, they have a friend, the King of Swords in reverse, that is trying to talk them into going back to this, saying that, you know, they should just hold on a little bit. You know, every relationship has problems, everything, but it's like, but this is what it's coming off as. They're trying to say that you are making this person like this. This is what, but this is how they're exposing themselves now. The King of Swords, this is how the Stooges are all coming undone, okay? Because most are trying to convince Curly that, you know, Larry's really, you know, not that bad. If, you know, and then after Curly comes involved and meets somebody, you know, the woman of his dreams, they're trying to make him go back to the bad one, okay? They're trying to make him see Seven of Cups, that there's options out there. They didn't want them to see the fantasy illusion. This is what they sold your counterpart on in the first place, okay? This is how they got them the first place, which is not difficult. I mean, you know, you throw a lot of, you know, sexual encounters at a person and put them around, you know, in like, you know, celebrity type atmospheres. Yeah, they could forget about you pretty quickly. Yeah, I could see that happening. But here's the thing, that only lasts so long. See, this is all temporary. These people, they used all temporary means thinking that it was going to be forever. But that's not going to work. You can't only indulge for so long before a person becomes sick. That's what this, your counterpart became very sick of this, okay? Now, I'm not sure if they're physically, emotionally, but they are sick, okay? They will remain sick, because plus you took the energy from them anyway. All this had to happen, okay? This all had to get you to this level where you're at now. You had to show that you don't need this motherfucker. This DM. You clearly showed you don't need them. Okay? Now, they're the ones who need you. As I told you this a long time ago, you must understand, you don't need these people. They need you. They need your energy. That's why they've been stealing your energy all these years. They wanted you not to know who you were. They want you to think that you were less than. No. It's not happening anymore. Not happening. Okay, and like we said, we'll respect these people. We wish all the best, but we're not waiting around for anybody. We know who the fuck we are. We're going. Now it's no more. It's like, see you later. All right, the plane's here. We gotta go. Bye. So if they don't come, they don't come. I mean, I get it. Trust me when I tell you, I understand. I would love my counterpart just to come and do the right thing and come be this person I want them to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, now we know, God knows what we want. Now we have to detach from it. You can't sit there and wait. You can't say, all right, I want this, and then sit there and then be all excited. It's like basically like Christmas time. It would almost be like, you're like, oh, I want this for Christmas, and then, instead of just like continuing to do what you're doing, it's like waiting every day for Christmas to come. You know what I mean? Just sitting there waiting. That's all you are, thinking about when that's going to come. Realistically, kind of, I don't believe that's too healthy. I believe that would lead to obsession of sort. That would consist of you being a chaser. I would think you'd be chasing this, almost be an addictive pattern. So that is why it's okay. This is what I wish for, God. I wish to be with my divine counterpart. I wish have a harmonious relationship with my twin flame. This is what I want. Tell me what I need to do to get to that, and I will be glad to do that. Okay, and let it go. All right, and then you walk away, because what else can you do? You can't force it. You can't force this person, your twin flame, to, you have to control the energy. You have to just walk away, and they will come. They will, okay? And if they don't, then it wasn't meant to be, and that's the end of it, okay? Maybe it wasn't their lifetime. But there will be something better that comes along. You are moving along. I mean, come on, you're moving on up, brother. You're almost in the penthouse with the Jeffersons over there. The Jeffersons told me they know you. George Jefferson, he said you're a good guy. He said he hopes the best for you. So just know, I do too. I hope the best for you. Me and George Jefferson, we had a good conversation too. He told me I'm moving on up too. He said, I saw your numbers, brother. He said that was a good first 3 weeks you got going there. I said, thanks, George. He said, you're moving on up, brother. I said, thank you. I did. And we shook hands, parted ways, and I haven't seen him since. I believe his name is Sherman, I think he said his name was. Sherman Helmsley, I believe was his name. I think I seen him in the 5-day. I believe he's very nice up there, very nice guy. Nicer than you would imagine. Comes off a little rough around the edges. Nice guy though. Very, very heartwarming. But just know, Eight of Wands, that this is all in reverse here, brother. So whatever delays that this Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to, incorporate into your twin flame journey is only going to destroy them in the worst way, okay? They're holding off here. They're panicking. They're slowing down, okay? So it's almost like this person's like about to jump in front of a train or something. So it's like, yeah, of course you're going to slow down, the train ride when I have to like close it for a bit, but clean up, we have to clean up all the breeze here, all the blood particle, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course that's what happens, but at the end of the day, the train keeps going, okay? And all you do is just take yourself out for what? Just to slow it down. This is all these people are doing. They're taking themselves out to slow you down. They're jumping in front of your chain, your chariot, to get ran over, get destroyed, and sent back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, and for you to continue your ride, okay? So it really doesn't make a difference to you. You'll run them all over in the route to where you have to go, okay? You'll run every last demon over, okay, on your route, okay? So you know where you're en route to? You want to know, okay, when you run all these demons over, where will this King of Pentacles will be, okay? Where you are headed is this Four of Wands, okay? This is always going to be the end result for you, okay? This is your happy home. This is your celebration. This is your milestone, okay? And it's all the reason you have that is because of your Nine of Wands, the bravery that you put together in the situation. I mean, this is ridiculous, this reading. I did almost a 40-minute reading. I'm going to do one more thing, but this is to conclude on this one. But all you have here of you is this Nine of Wands. Brave, courageous, divine feminine. Your counterpart is in the King of Pentacles energy. That's all it is, okay? Headed towards this Four of Wands in the Chariot while you're dealing with this Queen of Swords in reverse, okay, has a fear of the unknown, Two of Wands in reverse, trying to play it safe, trying to hold off Eight of Wands in reverse, trying to, you know, slow you down, okay, get in your way, okay, but clearly is being seen as a Four of Cups, okay, clearly are being isolated, Hermit in reverse, because this King of Pentacles, your counterpart, doesn't want to be around this energy. Nobody wants to be around the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay, because clear as day, all is there is no love. It's Ace of Cups in reverse, emotional loss, okay, blocked emptiness, blocked intuition, repressed emotions, and Ten of Cups in reverse, shattered dreams are here, domestic disharmony. I mean, fucking struggling relationships, misaligned values. Okay, nobody wants it, and this person still trying to slow you down. The only way they can do it is by jumping in the front of your train, okay, and getting themselves splattered everywhere, and then having to slow you down, where they have to get cleaned off this track. But don't worry, the Four of Wands is waiting there for you. So I got these other cards here. Let's see if we could get some. They're like Zodiac cards, but they're pretty cool though. Like, but they're just still tarot, but they have like the like they have certain like zodiac signs on them. I mean these ones do too, but I don't know. I had an idea. I thought they were gonna be different, but it is what it is. They still look pretty cool. I like them. They're expensive too, these Chrome Bomb cards. Sometimes they're expensive, these cards. I don't like when they do that. They try to charge too much. But they must be good though. They are good quality though. I can feel it. And they're designed. They're different designs. So let's see what we're working with here. Let's check this out. This is brand new, first time, guys. First time I ever used this deck. See what we're working with. Maybe some of the signs will come out of this, and we'll get some clarification here on this King of Pentacles and you as this brave, you know, brave divine feminine, our brave collective here. Okay, so what is going to try to prevent you here? So of course we have this crumb bum devil, you know what I mean? Look at him, scumbag, comes out of nowhere. He's like, all right, you know, I'm here. But this is what's being seen in this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this Queen of Swords in reverse. This is clear as day being seen in them. This is what they're appearing like. Okay, you got this with the like a Capricorn. So, you know what I mean? Of course it's going to be a Capricorn that's going to be doing this, okay? The devilish Capricorn that's coming to cause you aggravation, because perhaps Capricorn could be your South Node. Who knows? But just understand, it doesn't make a difference anymore, because you have, like I said, you are Nine of Pentacles, and you have this Ace of Pentacles coming your way, okay? You have this Taurus right here, brother. They will be bringing you this Ace of Pentacles, okay? They are walking away from this whatever nonsense they have. You got Capricorn here and a Virgo, okay? So this is all the earth signs, okay? But the only one you care about is this Taurus. The Virgo and the Capricorn, they're not ready for prime time. You don't want them around. You don't like people in devil energy. You don't like that nonsense, because this Virgo is also in this energy, okay? So this could be a Capricorn and the Virgo both in this energy. This could be a matriarch, this could be a sister, this could be anything, okay? Just know it's a very, very karmic feminine energy that's trying to hold you back. That's in devil energy, okay? And it clear as day, the first two cards were all earth with it, okay? And it was the devil and the Ace of Pentacles, so, you know. So the Taurus has already shown themselves as bringing you this Ace of Pentacles, okay? Because you got this Knight of Wands in reverse here, brother, okay? So just know whatever doesn't have like the thing on there, but this is just showing that people have scattered energy, okay? They're coming off scattered. They're coming off like they are just, they're not all there. Like that is, they're upside down on a horse, okay, brother? That is what they are, okay? They're whatever energy that they were living off of before that was yours is clear as day being seen as the devil, okay? Because that was all the devil was doing. It's easy to be this devil. The devil could be the devil when nobody knows that they're the devil, okay? Remember, the devil's greatest trick was convincing you that they don't exist, okay? That is their greatest trick. And guess what? That is their only trick now, because you know they exist, okay? And they're being seen. And when people see something that looks like this, they don't want to come near it. They don't want to, especially in the Knight of Wands in reverse energy. This devil and Knight of Wands in reverse energy. Ooh. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is an angry devil. Let me tell you something, brother. A very, very angry devil. okay? Because they know, Seven of Pentacles, you had that long-term view, okay? You had the hard work, you had the perseverance, you did everything you were supposed to do. They needed you to just give up and die, okay? That's what they needed. Then, Taurus again, see? Okay, because this is a lot to do with Taurus, Pentacles. So, I mean, this is Earth. That's not your specialty. You know, maybe you don't have any Earth in your chart. Maybe you do, but just know, you know, the people that don't have Earth in their chart are usually the ones are not from this Earth, okay? So the earthly things, like with the Pentacles, become a little difficult for them, okay? But it's okay. It's all right, because you're going to make it. You're going to be just fine. I know you. I know you like that. You're the best, they said. The best in the business. I'm doing a nice little long one here. I'll do an hour one for you. I'll finish this up in an hour. This will be the 7 p.m. show. An hour long, Saturday night version. Okay? Okay, because you know why I'm doing an hour one? Because, you know, you are this Nine of Wands, very brave person, okay? Very brave. You are very brave. Queen of Pentacles, that is, okay? Look at you. You look very square-faced. I don't like that face. I don't look like a guy, sort of. I don't know. Maybe that is us. Maybe we're dressed like a girl. Who knows? But that does not like that face. But that's why I like these ones better. But I like the face. I don't like the way they're different. Like, I'm so used to the original tarot thing. So when you see different ones, you're like, ah. But don't matter, because Eight of Wands is here. The person's moving really fast along. This Queen of Pentacles. They're moving very fast, very brave. Moving very fast, and this Devil and Knight of Wands energy cannot catch you, okay? They are not coming. This is how they are. This is all you did was turn them on their head. This Devil is on their head, and they're being seen clear as day, and you're moving very fast away from them. I mean, well, why not? Because, like, who would go better with this King of Pentacles? This is what you had, than you, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So that tells you, that confirms, I would say, you know, adds a little layer to it. I like the way these cards are very heavy. But, whatever. See what I get out of them. Okay, we got the, of course now, this Queen of Pentacles and this Knight of Cups energy, okay? You're very romantic, very charming, okay? Perhaps this King of Pentacles wants to be your knight in shining army. But at the end of the day, you don't need anyone to, you know, save you. And you prove this Queen of Pentacles, okay? You had to prove to this King of Pentacles that you are this Queen of Pentacles, okay? Queen of Pentacles does not need anyone, okay? You are as clear as day, the Nine of Pentacles, okay? It's been seen, okay? And it's clear as day that this King of Pentacles is going to bring you this Ace of Pentacles, okay? So a person now sees that you don't need them, because like I told you, this King of Pentacles at one time wanted you to have to rely on them, okay? That the fact is that you prove to them that you don't rely on anybody. And that is why this King of Pentacles is so enamored by you, because they never came across anybody like you. They never came across a real Queen of Pentacles, okay? That's a Knight of Cups energy, too. God, mind you. That's a very, 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 very nice energy. People love Knight of Cups energy. Trust me when I tell you. It's very, very relaxing. Very charming energy. Okay, you know what people really don't like, though? Ten of Wands. They don't want to carry all the burden, that's for sure. They don't want to do it all, okay? Not like that. That's why you have this, you know, Knight of Cups energy here, because you're not going to do it all, okay? The Knight of Cups wants everybody to be involved, okay? And this is what happens to this person, that this Queen of Swords in reverse. They're the ones who are going to be doing it all, okay? They're the ones. They're the ones who are being struggling. They're the ones, not you. What they wanted for you is being done to them, because they wanted to hit you in the love bells. They want to take all your love from you, but now all you have now is Pentacles coming to you. Okay, so they thought that they were gonna block your love and then take your Pentacles. So that's how they were gonna destroy you. But now all that's happened is that you're getting all your Pentacles, including your love, and they're getting exactly what they wanted for you. Exactly. Times 10. And they're being seen as a Devil. And Knight of Wands energy. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? And you know why it's ironic, brother? Because like I told you, you're the one who runs on full energy. You are the one who runs on the universal energy, okay? You are zero, okay? And I believe that is Venus. Yes, so the love is here also for this Queen of Pentacles. Just understand that, because it's not all about the Pentacles with you. It's all about the Cups. baby. It's all about the cups for you, baby. Okay, just understand that. You know why it's all about the cups? You know who's going to bring you the cups? Because you do have your King of Pentacles here that's bringing you the Ace of Pentacles to make you this Queen of Pentacles, correct? Okay, and that'll give you the Ten of Pentacles because you are a Nine of Pentacles as a Queen of Pentacles in Knight of Cups energy. And your King of Cups is going to bring you the cups too, okay? Because remember, this King of Pentacles and this King of Cups are the same person. This is your Divine Masculine, okay? Because they are business savvy and a lover boy at the same time, okay? And they know how to operate. And trying to balance those two energies, okay? Because a lot of times when they're too much in their King of Cups, they go up and down. They become emotional. They love you. They want to love. It's all this person ever wanted to do, this King of Cups. They just want to love. And they were being made bad that they loved. They were made like they were bad by the people around them, okay? They made them feel bad about themselves, okay? But this person is going to get in this full energy, okay? And they're going to tell these people to go F off, okay? Because they know that is the universal energy. That is what things run on. And this is why this devil is being seen. And is in Knight of Wands energy, Queen of Swords, okay? And you have your King of Cups, and that is how I'm going to end up, because there's nothing else to say. What else do you want me to tell you? But I'll do a couple more, though, actually. So what else do you want me to say? What else is going to come of this King of Cups? We know he's here. He wants to be evolved. He wants to bring you this love. You already have the King of Pentacles bringing you the Ace of Pentacles. Now you got this King of Cups bringing you the Ace of Cups. You're going to stay in this full energy, okay? Because Three of Cups in reverse, because these people, this devil, this Knight of Wands energy is coming off very overindulgent now. Now they're doing everything in their power to attack you, this Queen of Swords. They're showing that who they really are. They kill this pain, this Ace of Cups, this emotional loss. They are using lots of substances. They are staying up very late, and they are doing a lot of weird things to attack you. But they're being seen very, very clearly, okay, because they are nothing but a Four of Cups. That's all they are. It's already came out. People see this. They do not want to be around this, especially that King of Cups. That is why they're bringing you the Ace of Cups. They choose you, this fool, this foolish Queen of Pentacles, who Nine of Wands is extremely brave. Who's doing that? This King of Cups, okay? Bringing this Knight of Cups energy with the King of Cups, okay? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. If you're a Nine of Cups, you're a Nine of Pentacles. Guys, it's perfect math for you. And it's all coming. It doesn't matter what you say. You wished for this. Okay, you wished for this, whatever this nonsense is here. But don't worry, there's Two of Swords, whatever, you know, these people who thought they were going to avoid this nonsense, they were going to get away with this bullshit, not happening, okay? They're being seen clear as day, okay? Because justice is here, and that is all that matters, okay? Because once justice gets here, and that will be what blows the lid off this Queen of Swords, this is how they will be removed. That's the only way. The justice system will come through for you, okay? I know that they're not always good, but they do have some good earth angels in there, okay? And they are clearing out the demons as we speak. So just understand, I love you guys. So thanks so much for everything. Thank you. I appreciate you. Keep whatever, you know, coming. I will do everything I can to keep you, you know, going. I will stay very consistent, and we are the magical gangsters. Remember that. We are the ones who have to protect the weak angels, okay? So that is what we do here. All right, so I love you guys. I will make another one very soon, and we'll see how I do today. Maybe I'll make 3, but I think it's only going to stay at 2. I work at 2:30. So love you. Bye.